Meanwhile, reported cases of avian influenza or the bird flu are impacting consumers all across the country. Recently, restaurants and grocery stores have been raising prices because of product shortages. Our Julia Thomas has everything the Tri-States need to know.
According to the Missouri Department of Agriculture, avian influenza is a virus that is transmitted from bird to bird through fecal droppings and other bodily fluids. This disease is highly contagious and can easily transfer from wild birds, such as waterfowl, to domestic poultry as they migrate along North American flyways.
So when you have an outbreak in, say, either a backyard flock or a barn, what we're talking about mass depopulation, right? So we're having to euthanize all of those birds, whether they're infected or not, within that barn.
With most poultry being produced in the Midwest, a report from the Missouri Department of Agriculture shows Missouri has seen 15 cases of avian influenza between December 2024 until now. 2 of these cases were commercial egg producers out of Newton County in January, and finding these cases within flocks becomes a major setback for farmers.
You've had to depopulate. There's a certain amount of time you need to leave those barns empty so that viral spread is completely gone out of those barns. And then if you're raising those up from eggs, it takes 20 weeks to get from an egg or a hatchling into a laying hen.
According to a report by the USDA, in early January, 3.3 million table egg layers were depopulated, causing a substantial shortage in egg production.
In those colder times of the year is when you get more of that high spread. And so as temperatures warm up, as producers that have been inflicted, as they start to rebuild those flocks, and there's financial incentive right now for them to do that, you're going to see egg prices go down over time, but it's certainly not an overnight thing.
The USDA predicts that as producers repopulate, you will see egg prices start to fall around April or May, but for now, we may see them continue to rise. From Missouri, Julia Thomas.